Totally fine. Are you in Florida?
I am in Florida.
How's the weather over there, brother?
It's beautiful. It's getting colder, which is always nice. Like once you're so used to the heat all year long, you get some like cold fronts in, and it's enjoyable. But it's nice. I have a view of the beach right over here, so it's beautiful.
Are you gonna show us? Definitely, we want to see that, brother.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you guys right there. Hold up. There we go. So I was like showing a tour, but yeah, I don't know if you guys can see right past those palm trees. So there's the beach.
That looks nice to me.
Yeah.
And that's cool. But I can't join you today over there. I'm in Los Angeles. We got the view over here behind me. It's cool. It's not it's sunny. It's about 68, 70 degrees. Not that bad. It's not that cold. But it rained yesterday after a long time. I haven't seen rain in so many years. I didn't know what it was.
Oh man, well definitely come to Florida, man. There's rain every other day.
One of my best friends is moving over there, and I'm kind of upset. His wife got a new job over there, and he's moving. So we used to hang out, do barbecues all the time, but he's moving over there, so I'm kind of bummed out. I don't like Florida right now.
Oh,
you're taking my friends away from me. But anyway, let's dive into it. Miguel,
yeah.
Think and Grow Rich, brother. At what age were you introduced to it, and how has it changed your life so far? Tell us about that.
I was the age I am right now when I discovered this book. To be honest, I'm 20 years old. All right. My first introduction to any kind of self-help, though, I have to say, was I was about 12 or 13, and I got introduced to Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret audio. And
that's a nice one, man.
Yeah, that blew my mind, and I've kind of been stirring with that. Like I've had that in my consciousness for a few years now, and then this year I've been kind of reaching that point where like life starts coming at me, and I'm like like kind of there's always like a little bit of confusion, and I felt like a little lost, and I want to say it's right now one of the things I've been studying is I've been studying a lot of Bob Proctor's materials, and it's what he's called an unconscious competence. So I had that stuff in my head for years, but never really knew what to do with it or how to manifest any of the knowledge I've attained. And I learned that it had to do with action. And if you're familiar with Bob Proctor, he's been studying this book for 50 plus years. So,
50 years.
Yeah. So that was my first introduction, was when I learned from Bob Proctor and he started reading this book.
So tell me two things that you picked out from the books, the book, Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, that has helped you the most, or you think are the most important for individuals to know.
Oh gosh. Well, chapter 2, I always read those affirmations to myself, like every day. It's one of the things, it influences my day. It raises my frequency. It heightens my vibration to the point where I can tackle the day with a positive attitude. And I have to say, one of the tools that I use the most is in chapter 4, and that is the auto suggestion phrases. It's such a useful tool. I even started recording. I got like a little voice loop to record whatever my goals and desires are, so that I can listen to them to make sure that I'm constantly in a state of trying to infuse these ideas, to try to shift my paradigm.
So walk us through that. So that's awesome. You have the goals, it's cool, but the how part. So walk us through that. How did you do that? Did you write it down and you read it too? So walk us through that.
Yeah. So one of the very first things, and you're very familiar with Think and Grow Rich. So one of the things is to actually write down your goals. So even in the book, I have like my little note card with my goal on it. And what I'll do is I'm always in a state of kind of tweaking, like seeing what works and what doesn't. So I will use a phrase, and if I find that it is right in line with my goals and where I want to be, that's the thing I'll record. And I'll write a few different suggestion phrases, but I always make sure to only have 2 that I'm using at a time to shift an idea or try to get myself into the right state of mind to every day be in that. And
how many times per day do you repeat that loop to yourself?
Every spare moment. Anytime I'm not actively doing something, I'll pop in my headphones. And it really is, I'm going to be honest.
Miguel, you must have a lot of free time in your hand, brother. You must have a lot of free time in your hand. I can barely get a coffee in.
Well, here's what I'll do, man. Do it anytime, like when you're putting on your shoes. You say it to yourself. Somebody, I'm working with a coach right now, and she's always telling me, she's like, yes, you're not doing it right unless you seem like a crazy person, like walking around, like talking to yourself, saying that stuff. So that's what it's all about.
Actually, Bob Proctor mentions that he was reading the book and listening to the cassettes, and then reading the book, listening to cassettes. So everybody's like, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
He's been reading the same thing for 10 years. Is he dumb? Is he low IQ? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, how many times do you need this thing? But that's why it's not a novel. It's not a novel. And especially if you want to do the real book, The Law of Success, if you really want to do it, it's like almost 600 pages, right? This thing takes, you know, I don't know that many people in my lifetime where they could read 600 pages and memorize it. I don't know, maybe my sister can, but 600 pages for normal people, that's a lot. I know that's a lot for me. I'm a very, very slow reader. I can get maybe like exactly 5-10 pages in, and then I have to go back because I keep forgetting what I just read. So repetition for me, repetition of the right materials will make it perfect. If you repeat the same mistake over and over, it's not going to make it perfect. So repetition of that. Now, I noticed that you're a student. What are you studying?
Well, I study a lot of different things. So right now I'm really involved in working on personal branding stuff. So that's why I've been like studying so many of self-development, especially when it even comes to social media. And that's what actually one of the things that I should even mention about Think and Grow Rich was that I always loved Napoleon Hill talking about mastering your mind, because I've always been in a state of flux for years of not knowing what it is that I want to do or where to go. And the one thing that I have control of mastering and actually getting better at is my mind. So I'm like, all right, I got to focus on becoming a master of that. So that's what I do. But I'm also an actor. I've been acting, so that's still a constant studying thing. So I try to envelop myself in any kind of material that hits me. That way I can make sure to put that into any kind of personal branding and make sure that I have my fields that I want to cover and learn more about.
So let me ask you a question. If somebody has not read the Think and Grow Rich, sell me the idea of reading the book. Sell it to me. Give me your best pitch. Why should I read the book, Think and Grow Rich?
Oh gosh, that's a really good question. There's so much material, but I would have to say that if you ever feel lost or unsure or have fear or doubt that gets into your mind and is sabotaging you, which we all have that, Think and Grow Rich gives you the tools to be able to guide your life to wherever you want to go. And it's like, would you leave the destination of your life up to chance, or would you take firm hold of it and grab those paddles and start paddling to where it is you want to go? That's what I would tell people. Awesome.
Miguel, I'm not done with you. We're going to do more videos, and I want to learn about that branding part that you were talking about. So send me some information, send me the website. I come across a lot of individuals that might need that. So instead of me getting involved with it, I could just send them a link, give them your way, you take care of it, do what you need to do. But I appreciate you being on. We're going to do more videos. The summary is coming out, so look out for that. You're probably the people that are part of my DM group. They'll definitely get the link first before everybody else. So we're going to be in contact, brother.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for having me on here.
You got it. Take care. Have a blessed day in Florida.
All right, thank you. You too.